Okay, this is the continuation of the AutoRig script. So if we run this here, we can create the skeleton with the center joints. And at this point, we can reposition things if we needed to. Create rig, we'll parent everything together. Also with the create skeleton, all of these center joints are not able to move on the x-axis. Okay, so now that we have that set, I want to make it a little bit more user-friendly. So what I want to do is to go ahead and add a set of text for when we run this. So when we create here, I want a line of text that attaches to each one of the joints that tell us what joint that is. So that way they don't have to guess as they're moving everything. Okay, so we have to go into create the base skeleton here, and let's do create text. That's going to be our new function. Let's define that. Define create text. Actually, let's not do that there because we don't need a separate function for that. Let's just do it in the create skeleton. So as we create the joint, that's where we're going to create it. Let's expand this so that we could see everything here. So we're going to need to access this name, and it's a bit unruly. There's a lot going on there. So let's say JNT name is equal to this huge set of variables there. So let's cut that and paste it here. And then we're going to take JNT name, paste it there. Let's test this. So save, run, create skeleton, and everything looks like worked fine, no errors. So that's great. Now we want to create curves for the names. So let's do mc dot text curves. Text is equal to and let's set this as curve name is equal to text underscore then we'll add whatever the name is based off of this variable, and then plus underscore, and you'll see why in a minute. We have to add that extra underscore at the end. Actually, let's not add it here. We'll add it over here. So what we're going to do is give it a name, so that way we can name the actual node itself. Curve name plus, here we'll add the underscore. Okay, so let's run this. We got invalid syntax. Oh, because we have a parentheses there. Let's try that again. Create skeleton. So now we could see that we have all these joints. And actually, I don't want the text under here. I just want to see hips. So I'm going to adjust the script a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to add plus underscore again here. And we will add the curve name. And then instead of curve name here, we're just going to say name, so that way it gets the name from here. And we have all these curves. Let's delete it and run this script again. Create skeleton. And let's test this out. So we have hips, for example. The reason we need the second underscore is you'll see here it adds the word shape to the end of it. So we need to make sure that we separate it so that way it makes it easier to work with. So let's clear out our scene and work on the next step of the script. So now that we have that, we are going to parent it to the joint. So we're going to say mc.parent. Then we want to parent the curve name. But as we saw, it added shape to it, so we need to make sure we add that there, so that way it knows what we're trying to access. And then, so curve name plus shape, and then we need J and T name. There you go. So that parents them together. And then we're going to zero out the transforms, which will put the text curves right on top of wherever the joint is. So we're going to say mc.set adder. I'm going to copy this, except it's going to add a .tx. And then we'll set it to 0. Copy, paste, paste, ty and tz. Save. And let's run this and test it. So we create the skeleton. And if we look at everything, you'll see that it has the text right here next to the joint. Then here we won't be able to move it side to side. That's great. Okay, that works. Now we can clear it. And you can see that it clears all the text for us as well. So that's great because they're all parented underneath it. Now, when we create the joints, I want to make sure that I unlock these center joints and I also delete all these text joints, or the text that we created. So what we can do is, let's say we create a function, clean scene. Actually, let's just MC dot delete text underscore, oops. And this is going to be a string, so it needs to be in quotes, and then a star for the wildcard. So it's going to delete anything with that starts off with text. And then we have this lock to center. I'm going to create another function that's going to be unlock center. So it's just going to be a copy of this. And the differences, we're going to name it unlock center. Then on the for loop, instead of locked being true, we're going to make that false. Keyable false. Or sorry, true. And channel box true. Okay. Oops. Let's open that up again and let's run it. Create skeleton. We have all the joints created. Then everything is parented. And we have no more curves. These things should be able to be moved. That is great. The other thing that I want to kind of do for a little bit of cleanup is go to that section where we have create rig. I am just going to do a mc.select CL equals true, just to clear the selection so that nothing is selected after we finish this. And then let's copy this, and for the create skeleton, I'm going to do the same thing just to make it a little bit cleaner. Let's delete that and run this. Create skeleton, create rig. There you go. That looks a lot cleaner. Get all the movement and everything is set up for us. Great. The script is coming along. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.